Good evening. It appears that our April summertime has now finished and the rain is pouring down where I am. So what that possibly will mean is that customers will be spending more time online. So today we are introducing Sarah Long, who is partner at Brighter Group, a Finn Partners company, who are the PR agency that we work with here at Advantage. Sarah is going to take some time just to introduce ideas on how you can work with your customers and communicate with your customers during this crisis, and also give a little bit of feedback on some of the campaigns that she's seen and what good looks like out there at the moment. So over to you, Sarah.
Hello, my name's Sarah Long and I work for the Brighter Group, a Finn Partners company. We are the PR agency for the Advantage Travel Partnership and we've been on board now for about 3 years. I've been in the tourism industry and in PR for about 20 years, and over those 20 years have worked with many different brands on many different crises, but never have we seen something as awful as what we're all going through now with the advent of this global pandemic, which we are tackling on a day-to-day basis. These are very challenging times for us all. However, they are also an incredibly interesting time from a communications point of view. Since we've been in lockdown over the last 5 weeks, we've noticed a trend of some really uplifting and fantastic campaigns by travel organisations and destinations. And the key thread that runs through all of these campaigns has been the fact that they have reached out a human hand of compassion and really tried to bring the destination into our houses without selling the destination. Now is the time that not to sell the destination, but to inspire Brits who are having to deal with lockdown on a daily basis with those destinations and those holiday experiences. Some of the most notable ones that we've really loved over the past 5 weeks have been from destinations such as South Africa Tourism, who were one of the countries to release a video in the early days with beautiful vistas and experiences, but very much with the message of stay home to be able to visit us later. Other destinations who've also issued very inspiring videos such as these have been Portugal, Las Vegas and Dubai. Visit Estonia was one of the first destinations to release a campaign on social media saying visit Estonia later. They really dialed down the sales message. They really put out a compassionate, heartwarming message to potential visitors, which really was able to connect with us all going through this awful challenge all at the same time globally. We've also seen some really inspiring work from destinations such as Jamaica Tourist Board, who've really tried to bring in a spirit of Jamaica to our own homes through their Escape to Jamaica campaign, which has had DJs, chefs and even yoga teachers, all with a special Jamaican flavour, bringing Jamaica into our homes via live Instagram recordings, which have been really uplifting and heartwarming. We've seen lots of virtual tours from safaris to museums. We've seen lots of armchair travel, and we've seen lots of positive stories of the impact of our planet having a rest from the human footprint. Some really lovely stories of nature around the world, such as the huge jellyfish in the canals of Venice, to increased numbers of black rhino in South Africa, to even the number of hedgehogs increased in our own gardens and seals and porpoises spotted in the Thames. And we've also seen lots of campaigns that have really had a lovely human touch to them. Campaigns from brands like Intrepid Travel, who launched a campaign called #BeTogether, which is essentially people who've been on those sorts of tours sharing a letter of thank yous and gratitude to past tour guides and people who had really made their experiences travelling anywhere around the world extra special. There has been another campaign as well, #ThanksToTravel, which have been lots of influencers and members of the general public posting on Facebook and Instagram stories of great experiences thanks to travel. They may have met their husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, or had an epiphany about their own career path, all thanks to the wonder of travel. And this is where you can also come in terms of telling this positive narrative of travel, which we all have to remember during these very challenging times. There are areas where you yourselves as travel experts and people within the industry can provide practical advice and support during these difficult times, inspiration for later holidays within the year, over the winter months and for 2021, and also telling stories of good deeds within local communities. We would urge you to get in contact with your local media, whether that's radio stations, newspapers, magazines, and even TV, who are crying out for local experts. If you offer yourself up as local spokespeople, you will be in a great position to be able to offer advice and support on rebooking holidays and getting those all-important refunds. You'll be able to offer inspiration for winter holidays and 2021, and also insight into new trends. And to be able to do this, we're working with Advantage to be able to provide you with some really important assets to help you tell those very interesting travel stories from a very local level. As you know, we've helped them produce an infographic which tells the story of the process of a refund, and it really does show how hard the travel agent is working to get those all-important refunds back for their customers. They are conducting a poll right now of consumer trends. It's had fantastic response, and we hope for some really good insights and intelligence at some point next week. And we will be able to provide you with some great facts and figures, both at a national and regional local level, so that you can go to your media with these really up-to-the-minute trends, telling them what Brits are looking to do for holidays in the future. And also at a local level particularly, they will want to be hearing stories of good deeds that you and your staff have been doing in the local community. Maybe you've had to furlough staff, and maybe they've put their time to really good use by helping with the NHS with deliveries, working with local food banks and volunteer organisations to make sure that vulnerable people are getting the things that they need on the days that they need them. And these are really great stories for you to be able to tell at a local level. Now is very much the time to keep communication up. People do business with people. Be present in your local communities. Remind people that you're there. Remind people that you are there to be able to support them, whether that's through repatriation or rebookings or refunds, but also remind them that you're there for the happier times, for when they can start to think about exciting holidays again with their families and loved ones. Reach out to your local media, because they will be crying out for local experts to be able to give a really strong local perspective on what's happening in their local communities. And without a doubt, keep up the conversation and keep talking. Thank you.